Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. How have you guys all been? It's been a little while since I've actually made a video. I've made some shorts here or there, but it's been well over a week, maybe 2 weeks now since I've actually made a full video. Been busy. It's summertime here, end of summer, and you know how that is. School is just around the corner, and we're wrapping up just summertime activities, squeezing in some vacation. So I haven't been making as many videos, but today is a perfect time to do so because I was going downstairs today, grabbing the mail, picked up the package that was outside, and I just figured it was probably just stuff that we ordered in. But when I looked in, it was from none other than Jersey Knife Guy. For those of you who don't know, and I'll put a kind of, I guess, something in the description to send you guys over. Jersey Knife Guy has a channel on YouTube here. Amazing channel. Probably one of the most extensive collections of knives you're gonna find. But just more importantly than that, honestly, is that he's a great guy. Been following him for quite a while, well before I ever started the channel. And I've always thought that his content was really great, but it's really, about his personality and the fact that he seems to be a really good guy. Maybe I'm biased because we're both from the Northeast. Um, but he's been a I'm gonna go ahead and say he's been a friend. Very easy going guy, very passionate about the things that are important to him, of course knives, but other things too he talks about on his channel, his family, and other things. But I just wanted to say that he reached out and said, hey, you know what, shoot me your address, and I did, because I know that I'm still new to the whole YouTube community, but like I know that swapping stickers is a thing that people do, and I'm just been here 5 minutes, but um, I figured that that would be great. I don't have a sticker yet, so that's still something I'm working on. You guys might have noticed that I actually recently changed my logo because I think I'm gonna go with the logo that I have now, the new logo, and I'll make a sticker for that for the channel, and I got to figure out what to do about that, and then we can start doing this the right way. But I figured I'd start the channel first and get it rolling before I even worry about all that, because it felt silly to make all these stickers and I still don't really know what I'm doing. So anyway, a lot of people have reached out and been very kind and done sticker swaps, even though I'm putting you all, don't worry guys, I'm putting you all on my list. I'm sending out stickers eventually. I just got to catch up to the game, and you know how it is. I have a family and a full-time job, so things do get in the way, but I will. But I thought he was just going to send a sticker, and he did. So for those who don't know, if you haven't followed his channel already, Jersey Knife Guy, his name's Pete. So Pete sent a sticker, but more than that, I got a box, and we're going to talk about that today. But before that, let's just do a sticker placement here. The official placing of the sticker. I don't know where to put it. Would it be here? What's a better spot? Because sometimes if you put it in the middle, you're going to get that covered up. Maybe right here. I don't know. Let's do it right here, because sometimes if you put stuff in the middle, it's always going to be covered. So I'm hoping to, avoid that from happening. And yes, we are. You know what? This is making for great video content, I'm sure. Watching me struggle to get this sticker kind of. Pete, this is a sticker, right? Am I nuts? What am I doing here? Okay, here we go. Here it is, guys. Drum roll. We're gonna put this in. Boom. Look at that. There it is. All right, it's official. Thank you, Pete. Going right up there. One of my chips fell off. This is from that pocket knife guy. Rule number 9. Right? It says always carry a knife. But now we got Jersey Knife Guy's sticker on the official board for our channel. And I promise all you guys, I'm gonna make stickers also, and then everyone, I mean, channel creators can make it, or just anybody who wants one that's stopping in. Be happy to share whenever I get my sticker. So stay tuned for that. Enough rambling. I know that you guys probably also wondered what might have been sent, and I was blown away. Honestly, I just thought like, hey, just you don't have to send me a sticker yet. I don't have a sticker to send, but he was already on top of it before I could turn around. I got this package, and in that package was this knife, and it came in this box too. I mean, it's just really well thought out, and I was blown away. I mean, I didn't expect anything, but Pete, you just you just blew me away. And it's amazing because I have heard of these knives, I've seen these knives, I have been curious about this. This is and I don't exactly know much about this, which is why I'm blown away too. It's a Arthur Wright and Son. I believe it's considered a Barlow. And as you can see, I'm just looking at it. I'm kind of stuttering because I'm just admiring it as we talk. But I don't know much about it. I think this was some type of wood. Your guess is as good as mine. It's got nice grain. I'm maybe walnut, or I don't know what it would be, but it's beautiful. It's got some texture, so it's not extremely. I mean, it's been smoothed and polished and finished, but it's got some grain in there. So I don't know. For all you wood aficionados, tell me what that wood is. But let me tell you, I like it. I don't actually have anything that looks exactly like this. It kind of looks like wood that you would use for like a furniture, like a chair or something. It's got just like a really nice texture. It feels hard and durable. And that brings me to my point, is that this is really supposed to be a working Barlow, right? Like a real knife that would be typically a user, a throwback, if you will. Knives have gotten out of control, in my opinion, sometimes. I mean, and this is coming from, we're all collectors, right? Let's be honest. But like, you get $100 knife, $200, $300 knives, four, five, six, $700 knives now, and it gets to be like jewelry. It's like you're not gonna be using that. I mean, maybe. I mean, God bless you if you have the ability, but I don't know if I could even bring myself to carry a $500, $600 knife. At some points, you begin to really wonder, what are we doing here? But anyway, that side rant aside, this knife is a kind of a throwback to when knives were made to be thick, to be beefy, to be used, to be durable, good looking, but also like very well built and unadorned with a lot of intricacies and opening mechanisms. This is just a straight pull out knife, and I'm going to pull it out here. It's pinchable, and I've heard that these had really strong pulls, and I can confirm that. I mean, this is pretty much, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the numbering system really makes a lot of sense for people, but I would say, this would be up there. It's going to be a 9, 10 maybe even. I don't know if I've seen much stiffer. But that is because once you open this, this was meant to be kept open and used. You don't want this thing wobbling all over the place and closing on you. And, it pretty much right now, as it feels, it feels almost pretty dang near close to being a fixed blade. It's so sturdy and it fills the hand perfectly. I've already said it before, but I do kind of like just like uh what am I what's the word for it when it's the end is kind of a little bit thicker. Of course, it's late at night now, and I have done all the talking I can do for a day, I guess. Uh, but I guess they call it a swell end, maybe. But a jackknife, essentially, where it's not a straight, but it's like a little thinner, and then it gets thickened out towards the end. That's exactly what the format of this is, and I just, it's probably my favorite pattern, and this is it. And a Barlow. I mean, everyone loves a Barlow, right? Like, this is a really good-looking Barlow, too, because the way it flows into the blade, just look at that. Is there a better looking clip point than that? I mean, this is really dramatic here, but it's very functional because you've got a nice proportioned stock of steel for the blade, and then it just narrows proportionately to a tip that is both strong and functional, but like it's workable in terms of giving you a surgical point to work with. And you know, you can use this for prepping, cutting, because it's got a belly, but it's also got a good amount of tip to belly to cutting length. You know, so this is really like what I consider a great overall daily user. Nice big, you know, heaven forbid you have to actually put your fingernails in here and open. I mean, maybe for some, but I'm just thankful that it's pinchable because I don't think there's no way I could open this with just my fingernails. I don't, you'd have to have like Wolverine's claws to open this. It's stiff, guys. And I'm not saying this to disparage the knife because I'm a firm believer that there's a knife and a purpose for every knife and a user for every knife. This one, again, and a single person can own multiple knives. Like that's the reality of this knife is, um, you know, this is not a dainty gentleman's necessarily carry. This is going to be a knife that's tough and reliable and usable. And when you open this, you want to be, you know, you want to be sure that this is going to be there usable for you. And that's what this is. And it's also handsome. You know, it's not intricately done. There's not a lot of detailing and fluting and all that, but it's handsome. And it's like, you know, it lets itself and its functionality do all the talking, which I love about it. But to be fair, the finishing is spot on. You know, here you have the Tang A. Wright, Sheffield, England. Oop, 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 oop. Here we go. Really nice. I like the font on that too. I believe it's carbon steel. Again, I don't know too much about it, and this is just more of a first impressions video. Hopefully I can do more video and follow up on this, but um, I'm blown away. And you know what's great about it is it's funny because it just worked out this way. I swear. It's like I've been thinking for quite a while now, I gotta try one of these out. I gotta try one of these out. I just never came around to it. And I'll tell you why. I'll be honest. You've seen my channels, if you've watched enough of my videos, this is just a personal preference. I'm not a fan of really tough pulls, right? Like I typically like, you know, and that's just me in my life. That doesn't mean that it's about the knife that is anything wrong. But in my personal life, I like a nice, easy to open knife. I don't have a lot of fingernails, and my fingernails aren't the, you know, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest, strongest guy, so my fingernails maybe aren't as strong as some. It's strong enough, but like I don't really feel like I need to struggle with a knife. I have my own philosophies on that. Like there are stronger knives that I have, and that's fine. But I've you know I've heard that this is a real tough knife to open, and I'm like, okay, I'll check it out one day, and you know, we'll see how it goes. And there's a place for that. Like I said, it just wasn't something I was sure that I wanted to try, but I was curious. I'm really drawn to the aesthetics of this. It's beautiful, and I do like. I don't know what it is about these English knives. They have a certain look to them. I can't describe it. Um, you kind of almost know it when you see them, but it's something about the proportion of the blades to the handles. And again, I don't know if I'm just stereotyping a few knives that I've seen, but like it seems to be like they have a, you know, like a certain look to them, and I'm drawn to it. You know, comfortable in the hand, like a very moderately sized blade that's proportioned well for maneuvering. Um, and I just always wanted to try this, and here suddenly one arrives at my door, and I'm just blown away. I can't wait to kind of carry this around and break it. I'm sure it'll break in too. It doesn't, you know, it's not easy to open, but I think as you begin to work any of these slip joints, any slip, it doesn't matter what brand, it does begin to smooth out and become more worked in. And that's probably going to be the case with this. Does not, although it looks like I might be just like struggling with it. It does look like I might have a half stop. It doesn't. I'm just stopping it. It's it's just more like a you know, it's just it's weird. It's not like a half stop. It kind of is though. It's hard to explain. I don't know what that's called. It's almost like it rounds off, but it does want to sort of rest here for a second before it continues on its way. So I don't know what that would be called because it's not like a half stop like some of the knives we're familiar with where it goes bang and it hits like that and then you have to like force it down and then it goes bang. This one kind of wants to go, it's struggling and then it goes whoop up to here and then it sort of vacillates and then you got to pull it back and then it pops back. So I don't know what that's called. It's not a true half stop. It kind of just wants to be in this little area and then you pull it a little bit more from here and then it goes bang again. So it's interesting. I mean, it's definitely, this is what I love about our hobby, guys, is that you get to try different things, you get to appreciate different knives, and maybe you begin to appreciate what their knives are meant for. I mean, my worst nightmare, my fear would be the flattening of all knives across the world and the industry to one type of knife. I love the fact that there's all these different knives, and to me, that's what I like about traditional knives. Is like you get all these different patterns, and traditionally each one had its own purpose. You get knives for farmers, you get knives for hunters, you get knives for people who work in a more office setting, like for pen knives and things like that. And every knife had its purpose, and every knife had its almost like its character based on the man or woman who carried them. This one is more of a utilitarian knife, and that speaks to me too. So with that said, I probably rambled enough. Just wanted to shout out to Pete over there at Jersey Knife Guy. If you haven't checked his channel out, he doesn't just know about traditionals, although honestly, we all love and we've all been in love with traditionals. But he actually knows a lot about modern knives. I mean, the guy's been through it all. He's passionate. He's just like us. He's got a sickness for knives, but it's a good sickness. So he's a good guy. Hit him up. Reach out to him. Leave a comment here. Leave a comment over at Jersey Knife Guy. Tell him I sent you. But more importantly, to Pete, if you're watching, and I hope you do, thank you so much for being a friend. Look forward to hanging out more, talking about knives. We've got to maybe do some better collaborations. I'll try to get on top of my act over here and get some stickers and do some stuff. But I appreciate you being so kind and so generous and reaching out. For all you guys out there, always carry a knife, right? And leave a comment. Let me know if or if you're familiar with Jersey Knife Guy. I'm sure you are, but let me know what you think about these knives, because this is a new one for me. It's a new one that I did not expect to get, and I have been curious. So if you have a UK knife, a Barlow like this, what do you think? Have you tried this exact one? What do you think about it? Good, bad? It's up to every user what they think, but I actually love and adore this. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video.